Yeah, this is the Timespinner Randomizer. It is a indie Metroidvania that came out in 2018, and then recently got a randomizer as a third-party application for the PC version that is really good and enjoyable. And yeah. Everything's built into the application, so you choose your flags and generate seeds within the app. So you can choose to start with the jewelry box, give additional loadouts, change the vertical movement, or the order that you find keycards in. Downloadable items adds a couple of additional checks. I'm going to play with that. Facebook mode makes it so you need to find the Oculus ring to do some checks. Start with Maif the Familiar is really helpful if you're doing like a co-op seed. This game has co-op. So, Quick Seed starts you with the dash, which is very nice. Also, specific keycards changes how the keycards work. Inverted starts you in the past instead of in the present. And Stinky Maw, the newest one, requires gas mask for one of the bosses. So changes the routing on that. We'll just do a run just with downloadable items. Generate a random seed. Most people play on normal mode. That's what we'll do here. And yeah. So all of the orbs, which are your main attack, spells, rings, which are passives, and other items are shuffled up. So Mom here, in the tutorial section, gives you a random orb to start with. We got Shattered Orb, which is one of my favorites. And we got Bombardment, just from the same set, and is my absolute favorite spell. So this is going to be a fun start. I'm going to be pretty happy with. And this is a randomizer. We're not concerned about the plot, so we're just going to skip through it. Start opening chests and see what we can find. Old coat. Piece of armor, which gives you a single defense that you also find in the vanilla game very early on. Fresh Ultra to restore your aura or MP. Oops. And we got the Pyramid Keys, which is the fast travel. It's pretty nice that early on. That'll allow us to warp around between the different gates that we found on the map. And when you pick it up, it gives you a random additional gate that we can fast travel to. In this case, it is almost certainly going to be the past. So yeah, we're going to Castle Ramparts in the past. Now to beat the game, we need to recover the 5 pieces of the Timespinner, the wheel, which allows us to stop time, and the spindle and 3 gears, which don't have any mechanical utility are required to beat the game. We need a security keycard to get us into the lab. So we need B keycard or the A keycard. And we need a form of infinite vertical movement. Once we have all of those, then we are in go mode. Probably should not have fought those plant bats. Try not to die here. Night Cloak is a much better piece of equipment. Let's jump over you. Alright, I'm gonna go all the way to the end here. I'm just gonna pre-teleport up to the camp. Nell, free item from her. Just max aura up. I like to get to the camp as soon as I can. Okay. Because it's kind of a central location of the map, and it has 4 checks in it. And a couple more real close by. So there we got the gas mask, which is needed after I defeat the Maw boss and go back to the present. There is one other thing that is needed for go mode that I forgot to mention. There are 3 bosses here in the past that I can beat. That I can beat in any order, but I need to beat the Maw, the Golden Idol / Twins, and I need to beat Alana. That allows me to go to the present and beat a couple more bosses to get the true ending that is required to beat. That is the official end for the randomizer. And what we got there is we got the gas mask, which I already mentioned. We got the succubus hairpin, which is a double jump, which is not required, but is very nice for vertical movement, getting around. And we also got the B key card, which will open a lot of doors for us. It'll open B and everything below. So C and D our doors are also open for us. Alright, so now I'm going to head into the castle. I'm going to start making my way towards the first boss of the 3 I need to beat here in the past. It's going to be the Twins / Golden Idol. Lift up the drawbridge first. Forbidden Dome's not bad. I think I'm going to stick with Shattered for a while here. I really like Bombardment, so using Shattered Orb as well will help level up both of them. And the little bit of stun effect from Shattered Orb is also pretty nice. Kind of stun lock some enemies. Oh gosh. Pesky engineer just throwing logs at us. Killed that archer. Level up Oz. Threw off my rhythm, and I nearly ate it there. We are not powerful as I thought we were. There we go. Found an Empress Robe. Much piece of armor you find much later in the game, and that will significantly increase all of our stats. Way better than that old coat we were rocking before. Another very nice thing about this particular randomizer is the tracker is built in. So you can check the map just in regular Timespinner, and then hold down the X button, and it will fill in the entire map and mark rooms for you. Orange rooms are checks that you can do. Yellow rooms like that are like boss or special event and a check. Purple are warps, and the reds are save rooms, so you can see what I have access to built right into the map. So there's no need for a third-party map tracker. And then it also does come with the item tracker as well. You can use to keep track of what progression items you have, and also use it if you're streaming like I am, so that viewers can see what I have as well. They can see that I have double jump, key cards, a B key card, right, pyramid keys, and the gas mask. I have a helmet? I don't. Okay. Right, found those live glasses though. Another nice late piece of equipment. We're actually pretty powerful right now, even though we are only level 5 and about 13 minutes into this run. Feature card, Silence Ring. The V key card just gets us a couple checks back in the present in the library. It doesn't unlock any additional pathways or anything. And it only matters if you are playing with downloads on. So we'll also need to find a tablet for that particular item actually matters. The Silence Ring that I equipped here is also from the same set, so we're actually rocking 3 pieces of the Shattered set. And I've got this little force field of floating rocks. It just slightly reduces the damage I take. And if it reduces it enough, I can damage boost through enemies without getting the knockback. Ooh, there's the wheel. Cool, so that's one of the 5 pieces of Timespinner we need, and the one that allows us to stop time. It's the most useful one. Like that. I can get through that enemy without getting the knockback, which I really like. Alright, so this is the first of the 3 required boss. In the past here, the twins, Succubus and Incubus. Quickly deal with them. Get the golden idol. What enemies are weak to what type of damage. You can usually figure them out pretty quickly. The first part was weak to sharp, so we had those Forbidden Tome on. The second part is weak to blunt weapons. Both Bombardment and Shattered Orb are, so. So yeah, I've beaten one of the bosses. I can't get to the other 2 yet. So now I'm going to jump back to the present and do some stuff there, now that I've got double jump and some key cards. can see, we are defeating these early game enemies way faster. Hop in here real quick. Grab the one item from the skeleton. We can't go in here. This requires the A keycard to get into that very late game section of the game. It's just not fun. I should pick that up. Those are just pieces of lore, but they do also give you money as well. You can use the shop, which is mainly what I'm heading towards right now. There are a handful of checks along the way, but my main goal is to get to the shop. Alright, we found the water mask, and now we can breathe underwater and check quite a few more places. Way more in the past, so we'll be heading back there. This is Boots, Mechanical Sentry, the first boss you fight in vanilla. A good introductory boss. We've come back to him much later, so we kind of just stomped Boots there. Alright, so we've made it to the library. There's a fair number of checks in it. One from the librarian, who gives us Infernal Flames. That's a fire source. Opens up more stuff for us to check. So that's pretty good find there. There's the spindle. Another piece of the Timespinner that we need. So that's great as well. We've got the B keycard, so we can open this D door. More fire. Gun orb. One of my least favorite orbs. Can I make this? Yeah. We'll head on up here into back room, which is just nice. 5 easy checks. Fire spell. Another Timespinner piece. We got our first gear. we have Shadow Seal, which is my favorite ring. Shadow Seal does more damage the lower your health is. So, if you are risky like I am, and just take damage, either just damage boosting through enemies or just intentionally taking damage, you can defeat enemies a lot quicker. And then the whole reason I came here was to get to the shop, the Merchant Crow. Okay. And I mainly wanted to buy warp shards, which allow us to warp back to the last gate we previously used. I'll pick up a Mind Refresh as well. Here. So yeah, now that we have Pyramid Keys and warp shards, we can get around much quicker. It'll be easier to just go to an area, do a couple checks, and warp out. Speaking of, I'm just going to head over here and get the next warp gate, even though we can't get past it. I don't actually... I'm going to dip up here for one check. I could climb this whole tower, but it's kind of annoying, slow, especially because I don't have the elevator keycard. So right now I'm planning to come back and do that later once I have the elevator keycard, or hopefully not at all. It's still kind of annoying, even with the elevator keycard. Alright, I'm not finding a lot in chests here. We got this warp, which is the main thing I wanted. Go past here. This would lead us towards the lab, but we can't get past these laser gates until we beat the 3 bosses. We've already beaten the twins, so this one's down. But we still have to beat the other 2 bosses in the past before we can get through here. Let's go back here. And now that we have the water mask, we can go underwater. Plenty of stuff down here as well. Also, the soundtrack of this game is amazing. This is my favorite track. So much of the game soundtrack is just phenomenal. Jeff Ball, composer, did an absolutely amazing job. Got a big scary boss here. And we're done. Go up here. Use some fire, burn those vines, and that'll be relevant later. Finding lots of orbs and spells and rings that I'm not personally a fan of, but the great thing about this game, there's a lot of options for attacks, spells, and rings. You can customize them, mix and match how you want, and there's a lot of different playstyles that allows you to use. So. there are a handful of items that are just like significantly better, mainly because most of them are found later in the game in vanilla. But also, you know, weaknesses and resistances, at least with bosses, really seem to matter. It also pays to change your loadout sometimes. Alright, so far we haven't found much underwater. In this particular case, the water mask is required in order for us to get to the maw anyways, so it hasn't led to any additional progression, but it was still required. And when I said there were particular items that are just noticeably better, those nether orbs are one of those items. Are very good. And we'll be switching to those shortly here. You just have to burn one more set of vines. Same attack and slightly better defense. So, put on the captain's cap. And we will switch to another orb. And then we'll fight the Azure Queen here, an optional boss, not required, but a couple of checks behind it. So. One more set of vines to burn. Alright, not much was there. But burning those vines when we go back to the present will help us out then. Yeah, that's the cool thing about the nether orbs. If you hit a projectile, which what this game calls a projectile is sometimes interesting, they will open up nether portals like that that do a lot of additional damage. Besides that, they're very similar to blue orbs that you start the game with, but also do a lot more damage to start with as well. So they are just better than the vanilla starting weapon in every way. You notice there that Linnaeus, the main character, has a backdash. Very nice, especially for fighting bosses. You dodge attacks. The movement in this game just feels really good. Backdash, the double jump, and the other two main pieces of movement tech that we will hopefully get all just feel amazing in this game. Really what keeps me coming back and playing it over and over and over again. We also got the Goddess Brooch there, and we got the Eternal Brooch at some point earlier. Just cosmetic, fun items. Change Linnaeus' skin. They don't confer any other additional benefits. Alright, we got the Plasma Orb. I think that's my first pink item, which opens up one check a bit later in the game. Cool spot for the pendulum. The pendulum prevents you from getting poisoned. Of course, we get that after we are done dealing with all the poison mushrooms earlier in this cave. Wonderful spot for that. Alright, and we are approaching the second of the three required bosses in the past here, the Maw. The Maw is incredibly scary and really makes you think on your feet. Has some interesting attack patterns. And unfortunately, we have time stop, means we can just time stop, walk up right to its face, unpause, and all of its spike attacks can't hit us. In this one particular spot. And those little spinning stars of death usually don't hit us. So, just that one plasma beam is the only attack we have to worry about. And yeah. Time stop completely negates difficulty of the Maw fight. But yeah, sometimes you do get a teleport from the pyramid keys directly here, right in front of the Maw. You can try and do Maw at low level with no time stop, and it's actually a legit challenge. You know what, actually, you're not done with poison mushrooms, so I'm going to equip that pendulum right now. There's two right here that we're going to walk by twice. Coming back through here, came up from above, we defeated the Maw, taking that elevator, and now I'm grabbing a couple of these checks underwater that I skipped earlier. Now we have the water mask. Now that we're a bit higher level, you can see the power of Bombardment, the starting spell that we got from Mom that I really enjoy. That's why. Just having a nice shotgun blast that deals a lot of damage. Ooh, actually, slightly more damage. Lower defense, but I'm using Shadow Seal, so I actually kind of want that, oddly enough. Okay. So we got left. Oh, right. Forgot about that check. Okay. Oh, I have time stop. Right. I can get up to Ilana. I thought I couldn't. Clean up all of these checks here. Time stop does allow you to obviously stop time and then jump off of enemies to get to some areas. That. Which is implied and built into the logic of the randomizer. When I said implied, I meant intended. That's the word I was looking for. Alright. Oh, I forgot I could get up here. Much up here, actually. While I'm here... I found that plasma orb. I mentioned one check. We'll equip it. That pink door. And just a mind refresh. Might as well check it while we're in the area. So now we'll make our way towards Ilana. We have 3 bosses we need here in the past. stop off of that enemy. What I forgot you can do to get up here. We do have a bird statue. Prevents chaos. Chaos is a stat aspect that drains your sand. You need time stop to be helpful here. Get up here. And then what is called struggle juggle. Juggling off that large enemy to get up here for this check. Which is not helpful. The DK card is not great. That is very good. Alright, Silver. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night. I hope to see you again. So that is the Talaria attachment, which gives us a dash, which allows us to go much faster. Also increases our jump capabilities a bit. So. Now we just fly around the map between Talaria and warp shards. We can get around very quickly. Dang it. Cool. Alright. That is a way harder struggle juggle to do. Lots of people don't even try it. It's kind of a pain, so pretty glad that I got that. Definitely would not have been possible if I did not have the bird statue, because normally touching those big red demon enemies does inflict you with chaos, means you can't time stop off of them. We got the A key card, lets us get into every single area, including that area next to that skeleton I mentioned that is not fun, as it's just a late game section. A keycard is not required, opens some additional annoying checks. You usually don't want to see the A keycard. This is Alana, by the way. Those nether portals on her plasma beam just absolutely destroy her, so. Alright, so we've got 3 bosses passed. We have missing 1 check now that we have dash here. I'm not going to go back for it. Let's go back to the present and start doing those stuff. Yeah, remember those vines we burned a while ago in the same area in the past? They're now gone. Allows us to get to some new areas and do some new checks. Any familiars have not been paying attention. They're just little tiny companions, follow you around, slightly attack enemies for you. I did pick up Kobo. Alright, put Kobo. Ooh, gear number 2. Alright. More gear, and we have all the Timespinner pieces. We do still need some more vertical movement. Randomizer ring is pretty nice. That's the spells in half. There we go, there's Maya. Familiar you start with. Absolutely adorable Dream Dragon. Using them. Alright. So yeah, now we've beaten those 3 bosses. We can now get past here. In the military hangar, and then further past that into the lab. Ooh, okay, that's the elevator key card. We might have to go back to that tower section that I pretty much skipped over. Navigating it without that is annoying, but cool. We also have dash, so we're just gonna fly through these areas, opening these chests as fast as we can. There's this optional boss, Experiment 13, that we can peek and check and see what item is behind them. In this case, it's just the arm cannon spell we don't need, so just skip them and not do that fight at all. Time stop here. Compacted garbage falling across this gap. And shut off the power in the lab. The entire lab is being powered by an aura up. I'll do this. Use the A key card to get into here. Where these annoying spiders with giant laser beams are. Deal with them. Up then. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, everyone. We are doing a Timespinner randomizer run. And despite what the title says, it is not actually SGL practice. I am doing a commentary run as a possible submission for other tournaments or marathons and stuff like that. Because I used to have a video like this in my commentary, and then I accidentally deleted all my VODs on Twitch. So I decided to sit down and make another one of these. Yeah, welcome on in. going through this game, and I am trying to explain it as best as I can. Got to grab that check when I still had power in the lab. Hopefully that's nothing important. Got one more additional, I guess, required boss here. Genza. Who's a real jerk. Uses their power to turn into your mom, taunt you. And gives us Sellen's Bangle. Interesting. Equipment that doubles the amount of XP we get. Not going to make a huge difference with how late we are into this run. Still nice to find. Alright. Let's go back to Varnagras Tower. As I mentioned, we now have the elevator key card. Just to get on said elevator and get around. Easier, but still kind of a pain. Right, I don't have the tablet. That room for nothing. Right now, we are still looking for the last gear of the Timespinner, and we are also looking for better vertical movement. Which can either be Celestial Sash, ideally what we want, or it also can be the Light Wall spell. Either of those two items in the gear will put us into go mode. Take a look at this boss, Varnagras. Quickly, we can see what item they give us and choose if we want to fight them. They don't give us anything required. We don't have to fight them, and we're just going to save and quit. Just don't worry about Varnagras. Alright, there's Celestial Sash. That's our infinite vertical movement, and the one we wanted, we can just fly up in the air forever like that. Which is great. And there's the third gear. Alright, we're done. We are in go mode. That came together perfectly at the end there. We have all pieces of the Timespinner. Time. Fight. Prince Nubius, don't worry about who he is. Anything like that. Just beat him up. Turn around and face the right way. And we broke time. Brief glimpse of Sandman kicking their butt very shortly here. Fly through the ancient pyramid. To dash and sash. We needed that infinite vertical because normally you fall down this giant pit. We need to be able to get around that and get up here, and we can just skip that. In the vanilla game, you fall way down there, go through a couple other rooms, and then find Celestial Sash at the end of that. Oops. Alright. I was trying to get a little fancy with Shadow Seal and got too greedy. Let's try this fight again and not do that. There we go. This is better. I want to take some damage, but not too much. Alright, beaten Sandman. I have one more boss to fight. Nightmare. Terrible bombardments. Almost done. Here we go. that's the game. Yeah, Timespinner Randomizer is real fun, fast. Most runs take about an hour. If you do a quick seed, you start with Talaria. It can be even faster. I've had runs that I think are like 35 minutes with Talaria. It's really fast. The movement's great. The randomizer is amazing. Yeah, I love it. What else can I say about it? You should check it out.